Yo, yo. All right, all right. Salakia, trying to get this thing working, man. All right. Shalom, laha alahayim, peace of the gods. Nawathan kahalayim la Yahweh bahasham, Yahweh Shai, bahasham racha hakodash. Giving all praises to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors into the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the head elders of all the camps of Great Millstone that do rule well. Salutations upon the house of David, the hopeful elect scattered abroad, 144,000 and the remaining one third. All right, it's your brother Tasapanya back at it again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Lord willing, this is edifying unto the elect. All right, Lord willing, y'all can hear me. All right, we're gonna get right into it. All right, Babylon has just reached unprecedented 33 trillion in thick clay. All right, and I said this months ago, man. Talking to some Akim, and I'm like, yo, I would not be surprised if Esau pulled the plug on this dollar, all right, when they hit 33 trillion. This was around the 30, 31 trillion mark. And was seeing and projecting, you see what I'm saying, the debt, all right, on the US debt clock and where it was about to go. All right. So I was like, yo, in the spirit, based on that, the numerology, how Esau like to move with that Mason shit. I'm like, yo, I would not be surprised when they hit that 33, knowing how they love that number. All right, that it will crash. All right, and it's funny because the new fiscal year, like I was trying to show before. All right, notice this, right? The current fiscal year, 2023, ends on September 30th. All right, so it's in a couple days. And the new one starts on October 1st, 2024, which we're not even in 2024. So it shows you. All right. So on the fiscal financial side, I know a lot of people been hearing talks about 2024 is going to be crazy. Well, 2024 financially is starting in a couple days. You see what I'm saying? So October, November, December of 2023 is financially still going to be 2024 to Esau. All right. So a lot of shit could, because we've been hearing talks of the lockdowns, all right, crazy pestilences, all right, military age UN troops coming in as what do they call it? Fuck, what's the name? Like undercover uh sleeper cells, there we go. Through the southern border and some through the northern border, things of that nature. All right, so on and so forth. All right. So we just gonna go right into it. I already had some of this lined up, but we're gonna let's just read the article. It's short. US debt rises above 33 trillion for the first time. See, unprecedented, right? Soars by 1 trillion in 3 months. 3 months, all right. It went up to it went up an extra $1 trillion in spending that Babylon the Great did. On September 6th, when looking at the latest daily debt numbers, we predicted that total debt would hit at least number of 33 in 2 weeks. All right. So in August, this is Zero Hedge, all right, predicted that will hit 33 trillion in 2 weeks. And then they posted on Twitter, now known as X. It was early by 2 days. Okay. And as you can see here, you see the two eagles, right, with the pyramid with the 33 in it. All right. And it's a small pyramid like the capstone on the pyramid with the eye in it. All right. And that eye is supposed to represent Lucifer, which we know is not no left-handed, angel or Satan. Lucifer is just a title for light bearer, which would represent your international banking families. All right. And they are part of secret societies. Okay. And it's funny how they have the 33 in these. It kind of reminds me of the Roman god Janus, right? Where they named January, where it has the month of new beginnings, the god of new beginnings, and it has a face pointing one way and a face pointing the other. All right, so this lets you know Esau is behind it. All right, and that there's a high possibility. I speak as a man. I'm not saying it's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? But through the spirit, knowing that, you know, you know, the scriptures say there's nothing new under the sun in Ecclesiastes, and all of the major crashes that's happened in America started in the month of September. All right. It says we were off by 2 days with the U.S. Treasury naturally obliging by hitting the number early rather than late. All right. Today, the Treasury announced that for the first time, total U.S. debt surpassed 33 trillion, rising by 56 billion in one day, and a mind-blowing 1 trillion in just 3 months. Showing you a graph. The historic breakout takes place just weeks before the interest on total federal debt to hit 1 trillion, surpassing how much the U.S. spends on defense. That's crazy. So the debt, all right, on just the interest alone is higher than what the US spends a year on defense. All right, meaning what? Your weaponry, so on and so forth. And soon after, every other outlay category. Finally, for those who expect a happy ending, we have one word: don't. Right. And that's what the prophet's been saying. All right. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Okay. In the Blue Letter Bible. Because I was going, for what in Ezekiel, what is written therein of lamentations, mournings, and woe. Okay. Um. So yeah, the scriptures is literally of a lot of what the world will call evil and bad things, happening upon the earth. Man. Right. And I'll just 24 is a big chapter. Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. And we know that we're in Matthew 24, so to speak, right now. Yeah, right. So it says the beginning. So we are just in the beginning of sorrows. Wait till Jacob's trouble hits ahead when they mandate that chip. And Lord willing, is this year. If not this year, then next year. Because the way things is looking, we're measuring the time thou diligently in itself. And shit is looking crazy, man. All right. So here is the CBO's latest debt was today to the UN and the World Economic Forum, in which I showed this last year already. But they're now putting it out on record, which they already did. So I don't know why it's just now coming out, but that they're going to accelerate the 2030 plan, and their 2030 plan is for 2025. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, we don't even hit the 2025, but remember the scripture do say that the Most High is showing the days for the elect's sake. And in Revelation 12 and 12, for the devils come down onto you having great wrath, roughly paraphrasing, because he knoweth you have a short time. So the time is going to be short, Akim, all right? Wa Akwath, all right? Probably much sooner, though, exactly. See, so that's the spirit. And then proceed exponentially higher until the US currency finally collapses, which it seems to be, if everything is the way it's going, seems to be this month. And I speak as a man. I'm not saying it's going to happen this month, but there's a high possibility based on, the atmosphere that we in right now. All right. So we'll go to Habakkuk 2 and 6 and close out. Shall not all these take a parable against him? All these is talking about these nations, these people that is around the world that seen America fall. All right. Do with this what's the name, call it the interest system. All right. And the interest rates is getting higher, and these banks don't want to loan out no money to no private or public sector, corporate or regular people. Man, things is getting crazy because they really purposely orchestrating the crash of the dollar, because America, Babylon the Great, is the only thing really impeding them from their new world order. They're salivating at the foaming at the mouth to push this chip. Man, they really want to feel what it like at its highest, what it feels like to be a god, man, because they can control people, all right, by pushing this charagma. All right. And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And we know, like I've said before, that thick clay, all right, we're gonna go into it. We always go into it, but we gotta be redundant. Redundant. I might have pressed the wrong thing. And this, what's the name? Is just slow, man. Salakia. Let's go to it now. H5671, and it's pronounced properly in the Lashon Kodash, the Holy Tongue, the Archaic Paleo Hebrew, as Ibatyat. All right, the ayin, the beth, the tet, I think it is the yad, the tet. All right, I ba uh uh ta ya ta, I bot yat. All right, weight of pledges, heavy debts, something pledged, collectively pawn goods, thick clay. Okay, you see that? All right. Hence, load of debt one has contracted. The meaning taken is that of accumulation of pledges, right? You see what I'm saying? And America has done that, and you know that they're gonna reset this thing because they need a good crisis, which I feel like it could be this, and this is could be the number that they tried to symbolically and codingly talking to their people of that, wicked ass fraternity brotherhood. Okay, like yo, this is the time. All right, and like I said before, you feel me? It's a coincidence, but there's nothing that happen a coincidence. So I'm just saying, keep your eyes, be watchmen. All right, don't be surprised if you hear in news bank runs, bail-ins. All right, on a Friday, you know what I'm saying? Oh, your credit cards don't work, the debit cards don't work, whether it be this month or on the month of October or whatever it may be. All right, so it's going to be a great vicissitude, okay, which means an unexpected, swift change of events. Okay, we have to be ready, meaning we need the covering of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All right, we need that covering of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So stay in this truth and endure to the end. All right, Lord willing, of course. All right, because that's the only way we're going to be saved. All right. So, like I said, I ended off on that. All right. As you could see, all right, 33 trillion. We all know about that 33. Don't be surprised if something. Remember when they say peace and safety, the sudden destruction cometh upon them. Right. Victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. This could be the time of the hyperinflation, a hyperinflationary period. All right, this could be the time where it really get to the point where it's like, yo, we ain't dealing. Like so, like I said, they saying January 1st, the BRICS nations is that's when that operation, what is it called, quicksand or something like that. All of them are gonna sell off their treasury bonds and the U.S. completely drop the dollar in 2024, the first year 2024. But remember, according to the new fiscal year, Esau says financially 2024 starts October 1st. Okay. So again, just be aware, Akim, something to look at. All right. Lord willing, I was edifying to the elect. All right. Till next time, I'm gonna say shalom.